Hello guys, my name is Shahrukh. In this video, I'll be showing you what is carrier delay, what is the use of this feature, and we will see some basic command of this feature. So today's topic is carrier delay. Carrier delay. What is the use of carrier delay? What is carrier delay? Carrier delay is used for the link failure detection. Carrier delay is used for link failure detection. See, what does this mean? Let's say this is a router R1 connected with R2. See what happened when this link goes down, or when I go on R1 and I will unplug this cable. So what will happen? My router will detect that the link went down, but my router will not detect it immediately. It will take 2 seconds to detect it. It will take 2 seconds to detect that my link has went down, and by default, because of this feature, it will take 2 seconds by default because of carrier delay, because by default the carrier delay is 2 seconds. Default time is 2 seconds. And let's say after some time this link came up again, or I just go on this router and I plug this cable. So my router will not detect immediately that the link came up. It will detect after 2 seconds that my link came up because of this feature, carrier delay. Okay. So what is the use of this feature? Why it is taking 2 seconds? Okay. Let's say this link went down. Okay. So first of all, if let's assume that carrier delay was 0 second, let's assume if it was 0 seconds, so what will happen? What my router will do? Immediately, router will detect that the link has went down. In the back end, router will start processing. It will remove this interface from its routing table. It will inform the upper layer protocols. Like say over here, EIGRP is the upper layer protocol. EIGRP is running, or OSP of BGP, whatever is the upper layer protocol. R1 will inform, or this router will inform immediately to its upper layer protocol that see this link has went down. So what will happen? This EIGRP will tear the neighborship over here. All the routes which EIGRP has learned, EIGRP will withdraw it. EIGRP will reroute, let's say EIGRP has another path over here. So EIGRP will reroute its traffic from here. EIGRP will reconverge from here. If my carrier delay is 0 second, because all these things are happening at the same time, it will happen immediately because my router has detected that the link went down immediately. If the carrier delay was 2 seconds, so what will happen when this link went down? After 2 seconds, my router will come to know that this link went down, because my router will detect it after 2 seconds. Because of this feature, my router will start its processing. It will remove this interface from its routing table. It will inform the upper layer protocol that this link went down. So now EIGRP will reconverge. So what is the use of this feature? See, let's assume this link went down. If say the carrier delay was 0 second, that means my router will detect link failure immediately. And if this link went down, so my router will detect it that the link went down immediately. It will start its processing. It will inform the upper layer protocol, and after 1 second, this link came up again. So what will happen? Immediately my router will detect it that the link has been came up. It will start its processing again. It will again inform the upper layer protocol that the link came up again. The link went down again. The same thing R1 will do again. It will start its processing. It will inform the upper layer protocol after 1 second, or after 800 milliseconds, this link came up. So router will do the same thing. It will inform the upper layer protocol. It will start its processing in the background. So if this link is flapping frequently, so what my router will do? Each time this link has flapped, my router will inform its upper layer protocol it will start its processing, because the carrier delay, let's assume it's if it was 0 seconds. So immediately my router is detecting this link failure. Now if the carrier delay is 2 seconds, now if the carrier delay is 2 seconds, so what will happen if this link went down and after 1 second this link came up? So my router will not come to know that the link went down, because after 2 seconds, after this timer has expired, then only my router will come to know that there is a failure detection over here. But before this timer expired, my link came up again. So my router is not aware that the link has gone down for 1 second and now it is up. So my router will not do any processing. It will not inform the upper layer protocols that now the link went down. It's now up to you to reroute your traffic. So by default the timer is 2 seconds, and it is recommended not to change, and it is recommended not to make the timer to 0 seconds, so that we should not want that our router should detect this failure immediately. Because if this link is unstable, so what my router will do, immediately it will detect it and it will start its processing and it will inform the upper layer protocol. So by this feature, by carrier delay, simply what we are doing, we are delaying the processing of router. So by this carrier delay, what we are doing simply is by delaying the processing of the router because of this feature. Because by default the timer is 2 seconds. So when this timer will expire, then only my router will detect that the link there is a failure detection over here. I will show you one case. See, R1 is connected with R2 with fast Ethernet 0/0. Now what I will do, I will go on fast Ethernet 0/0. I will shut down this interface. I will shut down this. I came back. The time is 23:3 2 seconds. See, after 2 seconds, that is 4 seconds, my router has detected that the link went down. It has not detected immediately. Now let's assume I make this link up. No shut. I make this link up at 21 seconds. So my router has detected that after 2 seconds, that is 23 seconds, that the link has came up, because by default the carrier delay is 2 seconds. If I want, I can change it also. I will just go on the interface and I will do carrier delay. If I want to make it 0 seconds, so that my router should detect it immediately, I will put carrier delay 0. Now if I do the same thing, if I shut this interface, see, immediately my router will detect it. Immediately my router has detected that the link went down. If I unshut this interface, immediately my router has detected that the link came up, because now the carrier delay is 0 seconds. If I want more delay, I can do that also. Let's say I make the carrier delay to, let's say 10 seconds. Okay, now the carrier delay is 10 seconds. You can see carrier delay is 10 seconds. Now what I will do, I will shut down this interface. See, I shut down on 23/4/41. So near about on 51, you will see that my router has detected. See, on 51, my router has detected that the link went down, because what I have said, now the carrier delay to send 10 seconds. And if I make this link up, 2357, so my router should detect on 17, because the carrier delay now is 7 seconds. So it is 10 seconds. See, on 17, my router has detected that the link came up. So this is a feature of carrier delay, in which simply what we are doing, we are delaying the processing of a router. because if this link is unstable, let's say this link is flapping frequently in each and every 1 second or each and every 100 millisecond, it is going up and coming back again, it is going down and coming back again. So I don't want my router should detect it immediately, because what will happen if it detect immediately? I said you, in the background router will start it processing, it will inform the upper layer protocols that this link went down, it will remove this interface from a routing table, and let's say after 500 milliseconds this link came up, so it will do the same thing again. So what I'm simply doing, I am delaying the processing of the router by this feature carrier delay, because by default the delay is 2 seconds. If you want, you can change it, this timer also. It depends upon the administrator. If the administrator know the nature of this link, at how often this link is flapping, so it can set anytime you want, but it is recommended not to set the timer to 0 second. This is carrier delay. This carrier delay is known as, just hold on, this this carrier delay is known as conventional carrier delay. What does this conventional carrier delay? Because by default the timer is 2 seconds. That means if my link goes down, so my router will detect it after 2 seconds, and if my link come up, so my router will detect it after 2 seconds. If I just go on the interface and if I do carrier delay 10, that means I am changing the timer of this also and this also. There is no separate command to change the timer of only when the link is going down and the separate timer when the link is coming up. There is no such separate timer in conventional carrier delay. And the other is asymmetric carrier delay, where there are two separate timers. Carrier delay up, here you will specify the timer, and carrier delay down, here you will specify the timer. Let's say here you specify the timer to 10 second, here you specify the timer to 20 second. So if my interface goes down, so my router will detect after 20 second, and if it came up, so my router will detect after 10 second, because there are two separate timer, and this is known as asymmetric carrier delay, and this is known as asymmetric carrier delay, where we can manually configure the timer of up and the timer of down. But over here, if I just go on the interface and I specify the carrier delay 10 or 20 or 5, so this timer will be for both, that is 2 second and 2 second for up status and 2 second for down status. See, there is no interface fast Ethernet 0/0 carrier delay. There is no such kind of option in this platform. I cannot configure a symmetric carrier delay. You can see in ASR 1000, there you will there you can find that there are two separate timers for carrier delay, that is one is for up and one is for down. Over here there is no such field that is up and down. If I say 5, if I put question mark, that's it. But if this asymmetric carrier delay was supported over here, so what should I type? Up, and I can say 10 second, and similarly down, and I can say 20 second. So that for up my timer is 10 and for down my timer is 20. But if I specify just this, that is 5, that means for up also my timer is 5 second, and for down also my timer is 5 second. Why there is what is the reason for asymmetric carrier delay? Why there are two different timers? Let's assume, just hold on. See, this was a router R1 and R2. Why I will configure two separate timers? See, when this link goes down, so I should want my router should detect it as soon as possible, not immediately. Let's say in after 2 seconds, my router should come to know that this link went down. So I will configure carrier delay up as 2 seconds. But if this link came up, so I don't want that my router should detect it after 2 seconds. I want to see if this link is stable for 5 seconds. Yes, if it is stable for 5 seconds, then my router should detect it. So I can configure a separate timer that for up, sorry, I wrote it down. I want that if this link went down, so my router should detect it after 2 seconds. So my down was 2 seconds. And I want when this link came up, so my router should not detect it after 2 seconds. I want to see that for 5 seconds or for 10 seconds this link is stable or not, or else it will go down again. So what I can do for up status, I can configure a separate timer. Let's say I configure to 5 seconds. So what my router will do when this link goes down, so my router will detect it after 2 seconds, and when it will came up, so it will not detect after 2 seconds. It will wait for 5 seconds to check the stability of the link, and if 5 seconds expired, so what my router will do, my router will detect that now the link is came up. So this you can achieve in asymmetric carrier delay, but in conventional carrier delay this was not possible. That's why there is now asymmetric carrier delay. Okay, so that's it for carrier delay. As I have shown you, it's just a single command. We just need to go on the interface level. This feature is enabled on the interface level. So you need to go on interface and you just need to configure a carrier delay. As you can see, I have configured now the carrier delay of 5 seconds. So it will show an interface. Show interface fast Ethernet 0/0. See, carrier delay is set to 5 seconds because right now I have configured as 5 seconds. So just carrier delay is for the link failure detection, and why we are configuring it, so that we are we are delaying the processing of the router, because if our link is unstable, if it is tapping frequently in each 500 millisecond, in each 1 second, so I don't want that my router should detect it immediately. That's why I'm just delaying the processing of the router by this feature carrier delay. Okay. That's it for now. Thank you guys.